Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Ashcraft. If you are new here, you can find me on Instagram at that same name. I will have everything linked and spelled down below in the description box. This is my Flosstube channel where I talk about cross stitch and anything else I feel like. This is Flosstube episode 32 and it's June 3rd, although you're saying this on June 4th. Let's see. Y'all, it got hot, like real hot. Consistently like 105 degrees. I live in Fresno, California. For those of you who don't know, it gets hot here in the summer. I was really hoping we could kind of wait a few weeks till that happened, but not so much. Yeah, it's hot. Like, I had to turn on the AC this week, which now I'm dreading that bill. It's expensive. And because it gets so hot here during the summer, for the most part, your AC is going all the time. Back home in San Diego, you could open your windows in the morning, shut them before it really got warm, so like 9 or 10, and then open them around like 5 or 6 o'clock and get that nice, cool evening breeze. Yeah, you can't do that here. The hottest part of the day is 5 or 6 p.m. and it stays that hot till 9 or 10. So you're really opening your windows like when you're going to bed, which is not safe when you live on the ground floor. So yeah, it's rough. It's a rough life. But it's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna melt in the process. Kind of struggling today, like majorly lagging. I woke up so tired. I went to bed at my normal time. I woke up at my normal time. But I am so, excuse me, sir. I am so tired. The gardener is here to watch. It's fine. I like an audience. So this morning I woke up. I was so tired. I made coffee, which we ran out of coffee. So I got a new one at Costco to try. It's disgusting. Like, I tried to put it nicely to my husband. I was just like, I just don't like it. No, it's disgusting. I just remade it, and I put it on the strong setting. I added a little bit more grounds than like what you would normally put in, and a smaller pot, and I'm hoping that helps. So we're gonna try it. I haven't even had lunch yet. I feel like girl with no job, and her name is escaping me, but she's been trying coffee because she's never drank coffee, and so she's trying lots of people's orders that they're giving her, and oh my gosh, they are hilarious. But okay, let's try this. Better. Much better. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to brew it on strong till we finish this bag, and then I'm never buying it again. But I was definitely a sucker for the cute packaging. Normally I go for like the giant bag of like Starbucks or Pete's, or they have like a local coffee bean roaster, I think that's what they call them. Normally I go for one of those, but this one was new. The packaging was super cute. It looked like it was gonna be good. It was organic. Not that you need organic coffee beans because the pod protects it from the chemicals, but organic is better for the forest, so, you know. But, you know, I got my Disney mug, so we're gonna pretend we're in the happiest place. Let's see. I got two whips to show. All right, I finished. This is Alice in Wonderland, the free stitch along from Owl Forest. I finished part 1. My needle is like right there. It's gonna poke me in the face. I finished part 1. There are 2 more parts that I need to catch up on. Okay, needle. I'm using the floss pack from Owl Forest. The needle minder is Clay by Kim, from like March around St. Patrick's Day. And so I really like this. This stitch, ooh, almost just lost my needle. This stitches up a lot quicker than you think it would. And then I'm keeping those flosses in the cutest floss buddy. It's a Lilla from Bags Plus. So all of them are up there. These, so when you get the floss packs, you get these cardboard bobbins with them. And then I write the symbol on all of them, so I don't have to keep going back to the table in the chart or in the pattern that tells you what are all the things are, because the Russian gets me confused. Even though it's English and Russian, they're like right next to each other and I keep getting confused. So it's much easier if you do that. And then a trick I learned from Teresa Little Stitcher is if you have extra floss, to do it the opposite way so that you know you have extra floss to use first. So this fabric is Honey by Bestitch Me. It is 32 count Lugana, and I'm doing 2/2. As you can see, it's quite a large piece, and I measured it hopefully correctly, so that I'm using the top portion, and then I'll have a good chunk left over to use for smalls maybe. Ooh, speaking of, I ordered something from Color and Cotton, and I got a shipping notification for it today, and I'm very, very excited. So that is Alice in Wonderland. So when I finished part 1, I posted a picture on Instagram saying that I finished and asking if you guys know what my whips are. Give me suggestions on what I should work on next, because I'm open to work on whatever. Which, before I get to that, I have a question. I'm curious. And this is more so for like my own, just being nosy. Instagram. Do you prefer when people post occasional updates? So typically I will post an actual picture on my feed once I have like a significant amount done. So like this, I didn't post about it until I finished part 1. But then there are some people who post every single day. They post what they did that day, and they post their progress, and you see the progression, right? I typically will do that on stories, but sometimes I will actually post a picture about it. So I'm curious, do you prefer seeing occasional updates on the feed where you have like a bigger chunk, or do you like seeing the daily progress pictures? Like when I think of that, I think of like Michelle Bendy. She does that. She posts every day what progress she's made, and it's always interesting to see like how much she gets done in one day. But then other people post more sporadically. So I'm curious what everybody likes or what everybody does. Like if you're a daily poster or if you're a sporadic poster. So when I posted that and I asked, give me a suggestion on which whip I should work on, Courtney from Stitches Please and my friend Jordan said, you should pull out your Frosted Pumpkins wreath. I know I should, and I did. I don't think I have a mock up. Well, I didn't have Alice either. So this is the Christmas wreath stitch along with Frosted Pumpkins. It is their 2021 stitch along, one of them, because they have another one. Cozy Cafe, is that what it's called? It's super cute. Super, super cute. I wanted to do that, but then I was like, no, I should wait. I'm already in a ton of Sal's. I need to wait, and then I can also see what it's like. I really like the idea of doing each of the individual drinks as a small. I think that'd be really cute. So, my wreath. I was 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What part is this? I had finished 3 parts. Will it tell me in here? Maybe it will. Hang on. Okay, so I had finished 3 parts. And then March Madness happened, and I fell severely behind, and now they're on part 7. And so I think in June, part 8 comes out. So they're like already rounding the top of the wreath, and I'm still towards the bottom. So I pulled it out, and I got the kit for this. So this is the called for everything. This is the, what is this, Ada? The 14 count Ada in Heartland by Picture This Plus, all the called for flosses, the needle minder that they came out with for this stitch along. So everything is the called for. So here's what I have, and here's why it looks funky. I'm only doing the green right now. So Evelyn across the pond, after March Madness, and she needed to catch up on the wreath, she did all of the green, and she went all the way up to here or somewhere doing only green. And then she went back and filled in each of the little ornaments and all the different little motifs. And so I really liked the way that that looked. And then I also liked that you had the option, once you do all the green, you really have the option of picking where you're gonna go. Like if this is Santa Claus, I could go work on Santa Claus, and then I could go do Mrs. Claus up here. Or I could do this ornament, and then I've heard this one is a beast to do. This is that blue snowflake one. I could do this ornament, but then after that, I could work on something up here, or, you know, like I could kind of skip around. Or if there's one particular color that I want to do, because there's so many colors in this, like if I just wanted to do all of the red, I could go through and pick out all the red and everything. So I really liked the way that that looked, and I liked seeing the outline on hers, on Evelyn's, and I also felt like it looked like it would go faster. I mean, I don't know if that's actually true. You're probably doing the same amount of stitching time, but in my head, I don't know, it just seems like it would go faster. So that's what I did. So I've just started the green, and I was doing this last night while in a drive-thru that had a long line. So I'm still on part 4, I think, working on part 4's green. Unless I'm completely, oh no, Santa wasn't included in part 4. So maybe I'm now up to part 5's green, because Santa was included in part 5. So I think I might be on part 5. So I'm just gonna keep going and do all the green, and then it's also kind of nice because then I'm only working with 3 colors, and I'm not getting overwhelmed with lots of color changes. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I worked on this for 3 nights, and I worked on Alice for 1 or 2 more nights. I can't remember, after I last filmed. And once I picked this back up, I was like, oh yeah, I do like stitching on this. So I'll probably work on this some more, and then I'll pick up a different whip, or I do need to start Frogwarts. I really want to start Frogwarts year 1, so maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'll keep working on it and just do what I want. Stitch what you want when you want. That's something that I've had to really put into practice. Stitch what you want when you want. So I have a couple things for haul. So I think I mentioned last week that I got something from Clay by Kim, because last week I filmed on a Friday, which I normally film on Thursdays, And so I had already bought my Clay by Kim. What is today? Thursday. Oh, there's another one. Oh, more butterflies tonight. I'm going to try for them. We'll see if I get one. But this is what I got last week. It is one of the needle cases. So it has the beautiful monarch butterflies. Absolutely love it. And then it slides and it has a magnet to keep the needle. This is the only way to keep the needle. Like if I stick it on the side over, like not on the magnet, then it doesn't stick, which is fine. But how cute is that? So cute. I just love the butterfly. So then the other thing that I got is, her name is Mindy. I want to say her last name is like Daigle or something. Actually, I could probably look it up real quick. She is in a lot of the Mirabilia Facebook groups, and she also has a lot. But yeah, it is Daigle, Daigle. She also has like a large stock of Mirabilia, so I don't know if she like has an LNS or an ONS or what, but she like is always selling Mirabilias, and I think she's the admin of a couple of Mirabilia groups. So she had something that I think is out of print, but I'm not 100% positive, but I do know it's very difficult to find. And that is the Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy by Mirabilia, and this is a kit. Ones that they still have for sale on 123 Stitch are the New Year's Fairy, which Rocio did and finished, and then Memphis Sarah is currently doing. And then I think they also, 123 Stitch also might also have the Easter Fairy and the Christmas Elf Fairy. But I really, and Mindy had other ones that for sale, like the Valentine's Fairy and other ones. And I really like those, but I don't know what it is about this one. Maybe because I love fall. Like, let's be real, I love fall. I just really love this one. And she looks very 20s to me, like Great Gatsby era. And then, yeah, it's so cute. And so it comes with all of the classic colorworks, comes with the beads and the fabric, and then up here is the chart. So I am excited to work on this. This will definitely be something I save for the fall. I think maybe like August, September, pull her out. Yeah. Okay, so then my last little bit of haul is not Stitchy related. Y'all know I love Rae Dunn. I am not a huge collector. I don't have as much as like Priscilla does. Like, oh my gosh. Every time I watch their videos, every single week, I'm just like drooling over all of her Rae Dunn on her hutch behind her. And then when they do their house tours for like the holidays, all the Rae Dunn in her kitchen and just everywhere, you're just like, oh my gosh. But I don't go hunting anymore. Before I had Jackson, Amelia and I would go at openings sometimes. Like if I was looking for a particular thing. But here, I mean, I know it's really crazy other places, but here it's pretty crazy. And like I went to Home Goods a couple weeks ago. Like, I think if they opened at 10, I think I was there at like 11. And I was looking for something else, but there was this lady and her boyfriend just hanging out in one of the aisles, and they both had carts full of mugs and whatever else. And I was just kind of sitting there like, I know you're gonna go sell that, but like, really? I don't know. That always leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Anyways, so I don't go looking for Dunn anymore. But I'll look if I'm at Home Goods or TJ Maxx or Marshalls for something else. So my husband and I happened to go to Home Goods earlier this week, and it was a Tuesday afternoon, like midday. So I wasn't expecting them to have anything, and they surprisingly had a lot. So one of the things that I found was this mug, Busy Bee, and it has the yellow on the inside. I have to test this one to see if I will be able to drink out of it, because I don't know if you'll be able to see this. There is a crack right here, and it's hard to tell if it goes, like when I rub my finger, it feels like that crack goes down on the inside, but it's hard to tell. So I do need to test it. But for the most part, I got it to display with all the other bee stuff that I have, like the Housewives, What's in My Cup, the bee skep that I did earlier this year, and display it with that. And I also, like, I don't have a tiered tray, I don't have a dough bowl, but lately, and a big reason for that is because over the last couple years, we've moved towards a more simplified, minimalist lifestyle, except in my stitchy stuff. I don't want to talk about it. And so I kind of thought, like, I don't need it, because I don't need it. I don't need it. Like, it's just something nice and pretty, and I don't necessarily need it, because I'm not using it, right? But since simplifying, and a lot of the stuff that I simplified was decor, and I'm glad I did simplify those things, because I know those things weren't, like, our vibe. I do want to have stuff around that does fit, like, our vibe, which is like that farmhousey theme. So I think I'm going to get a tiered tray, because I want to be able to display my smalls without having to poke a bunch of holes in the walls. But I haven't bought one yet, because I'm very particular now. And, like, before, when I had a shopping addiction, an even worse shopping addiction than I do now, I would just buy whatever the first one I saw, and then if that one didn't work out, I'd go buy another one. And so now I am a lot more intentional with my spending and my shopping for things that are not necessities. Again, excluding cross stitch. So I'm trying to find the right one, and I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I can't decide, because I'm not 100% sure I like the ones that have the pole going up the center, and I really like the one that, like, Priscilla and Chelsea have been using for their tiered tray tidbits. That's just like the platforms without the center pole. So yeah, anyways, that was a very long conversation about tiered trays. Anyways, that's kind of the idea, is slowly getting things that fit that. So I found this. Then we went over to the bathroom section, and we found a black container that says stuff on it, Rae Dunn, and that is in my husband's bathroom. We had actually been looking for that, and so it was just a fluke that we found it. Then we also found in the bathroom section, this says things. It has 3 compartments and a tray. I haven't decided where I'm going to put this, but it's either going to be on my desk here or my desk at the office. I just have to decide which I like better. And I know I have room for it at my office, but my desk here is really small, so it's more so like, can I get everything to fit in these? So I was really excited, though, to find this. So then the last thing that I found, which has been something that I have wanted for a while, when I first walked into Home Goods, I saw birdhouses in teal and like a bright tangerine color. And then they also had like the plant containers, like the pots. But I was like, I don't want a colored birdhouse. So we did our shopping, we circled back around, And when we circled back around, I saw that right next to all of those colorful birdhouses, they had white birdhouses. And a bunch of them said home, but there was one that said blessed. So I got the blessed birdhouse. And I had been wanting one, but I couldn't decide which one I wanted. Plus, I never got to a Home Goods or anywhere that had them in stock before all the other people got them. So I'm excited that I actually got one. So this was a nice find. I would love a Christmas birdhouse, but I don't know if that will ever be in the cards for me, because around like Halloween and Christmas, when that Rae Dunn stuff comes out, it's like majorly insane. So so that's it. That's everything. That's all my whips, my haul, my Stitchy haul, my Rae Dunn haul. I did, and I realized I don't think I mentioned this last week. I did get the Black Needle Society Nice List Advent Box for Christmas. Yeah. I'm basically making that my Christmas present. But I am thinking, because it's an Advent box, I am thinking about doing short daily videos of opening that box. It is a long way away. I think we get it sent in November. And then I did find out the Bridgerton boxes, because I emailed Leanne about that missing skein from my last video. Bridgerton is shipping sometime like in the next 2 weeks, probably in a couple weeks. And then Katie Landis from Black Needle Society mentioned somewhere, I don't remember where, that Frogworts also get shipped in a couple weeks. So mid-June, I'm going to have some unboxings, and I'm very excited about it. So that is everything. I'm going to go eat lunch, drink the rest of this mediocre coffee, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.